Something like that. Great. Nice. So then I'm gonna go and share this. Which I should have known how to do. So then, okay, I'm gonna go through this, view my channel, see that I'm live, copy this link, text it to somebody. Which I should have known how to do. I don't want to hear myself. Boom. And then I'm also gonna post on Instagram. Wow, okay, let's get this up. Hello to anybody joining. I'm going to be mixing this new tune by Alexx Reyes, who's an Edmonton pop punk artist. And yeah, but it's going to be some editing and tuning and that sort of thing today. But yeah, just going to get started on it. Going to do some more work tomorrow. And yeah. Great. Did I capture that? Wonderful. And then I will go to the friggin' this. Yep. Copy. Instagram. Uh-huh. Paste the URL. No pressure at all. Don't worry about it. Great. Okay, great. I did the social media thing, and now I can concentrate on the work I'm doing. Hello, if you're joining, let's be more dramatic with this. Don't watch that first part where I wasn't doing anything. This is the real part. This is where I'm starting to mix this song by Alexx Reyes. Popish, punkish, rockish, all the things. It's really going to be a lot of me organizing and getting my bearings on how to start my work here. So, you know, this could be a useful thing to watch. If you don't know where to get started, then you can watch someone else not know where to get started on mixing something. I always find that inspiring to know that other people struggle like I do. So, yeah. I'm gonna start by listening to it. It's my professional opinion that you should listen to the music that you're mixing. Okay. I'm gonna give my headphones a bit more juice because we're at mixing volume and things are a bit quiet. Nice. And how aggressive is Joel in this tune? Okay, yeah. So I am going to go through and I'm going to mute blank spaces and toms. I can go through and tune the vocal. It might be the first thing that I do. Acoustics sound nice. Let's make a choice on Okay, we get some honk from the 7B and the rest from the 414. Cool. So I'm gonna put these in pairs. Link. I'm also going to group them together. Boom. Ooh, I'm gonna bring up that little keycaster thing. Keycaster. That way you can see my keyboard inputs if you want to see that. Great. So that would be this. Cool. Let's just check. It's over there. Strange spot for it. Let's put it right here. Maybe that's cool. And then how big? Wow. Okay. Display. Font size. Let's go a little bit more huge. Okay. Got some pretty significant heft there in the low end. Which I don't want to eliminate, but I just want to tame at some point. I'm just going to put the Pro Q3 on both of those. So we'll just say AC1, AC2. Okay, wow, the vocal is there, threatening me. And the guitars are here, promising pain. No. The guitars are actually great. I just know I'm gonna want to be very specific about separating these into, you know, a different track for each part and that sort of thing. It's going to be quite a bit less of that on the vocal, just in terms of effect treatment. But yeah, let me get my bearings of what these are. Oh, that's acoustic. I mislabeled those. Let's do, all right, we're doing this as, what color was it? Yep. And then we'll do that. And then I'm just going to group those, do this, and then drop this group into there. And then AC2 here. Yep, sorry, Ableton. Okay, so then boop. Whoops. I missed. Cool. A lot of guitars, but that's not a bad thing. Okay, so we'll probably want this centered up until there, and then split the panning for the choruses. So I might even want to double this. I'm gonna organize this now. Whoops. Just double the one group. Oh, they're all within. I'm stupid. There we go. AC1 here. There we go. Okay. So now I'll double this rather than automating it. Yeah. I'm going to try this. In some instances, so what I'm grappling with right now, for anyone watching, past, present, or future, is that I want to treat the acoustic guitar one differently between the verses and the choruses. That's probably just going to be panning, but in case it's not, I do want to just have it on its own group, and then I don't need to, it's just less automation lanes for me to keep track of. So I'm just going to say AC1 chorus, AC1 verse. And then I will do a little bit of this quite crudely. This is still... Okay, so that is the chorus right here. Yeah, I think that's the next split. I'm just going to split like this. Okay. So we'll do this kind of thing, and then that is the chorus treatment again, but it's just yeah, that, and then we'll do this, and then 0, and then we'll go back to but this is going to be great. Cool. Okay, I think that takes care of that. I just need to get rid of this. Do we have any overlapping sections? No, we do not. Cool. So then I can just immediately pan. I'm just going to start by hard panning. I don't know if I want it that wide the whole time, but let's just keep it there now. Turn these the heck down to... Oh, hello. How are you, Sodium Light? See, I need to be better about checking chat. I'm not accustomed to that, even after having done this for a while. Yeah, I hope your day's going well. We're just organizing guitars here and doing the editing work that I like to do before I actually start mixing, but I'm probably also going to tune a vocal here soon. Yeah. Okay, so I think acoustic guitar is organized. Yeah, and so I'm just going to label this high AC get, because it's this sort of light high register strumming. Let's get rid of these sections. Oh, let's link those before I do anything. And then hup. Thank you. Hey, it looks like you're a #1 commenter too. You left two comments. You're a #1 commenter now. Gotta tell you, your loyalty means the world to me. Okay. Kaboom. Let's just get rid of this so I don't make myself think that I'm choosing between take lanes, because I'm not. Brett did that for me. Kaboom. Okay, now what is it? Why does it fade out? I think we want it out right there, actually. So I'm just going to do that. Kaboom. Not a good about. I don't have my muscle memory on the Z key yet. Yeah, obviously. I agree. Okay. Acoustic guitars. Organized. Looking official. Save. Let's take a look at electrics. Okay, so what is this? Let's give myself the headroom on the tracks. A little bit of both. A little bit of both. Tracks and group. So swelly stuff, and then... Ooh. cool lead line. And then these two are the asymmetrical rhythm guitars. Definitely going to want to put those in their own bus. So I'm just going to say, yeah, rhythm gets. Same thing here, probably. And this is still... Okay, and this is... verse... chug. Uh-huh. Ooh, actually, you know what? Might keep a little of this amp sound in there. Lean into the grunge of it. Actually, same thing there. Might even make a bigger deal of that, but I'll keep it in for now. Whoops. And then toi t'es freaking là. Okay, so we're just gonna keep that one kind of going the whole time. Okay, and then bass, no fuzz bass for this, I don't think. But I am gonna create a fuzz bass bus. A fuzz bass bus, which is currently where my face cam is, so you don't get to see it, but it's just the default, or my default buses on Ableton right now, which is just a convolution reverb and Ableton echo. So I'm just gonna create a new return track and try return, and color it black to match bass, because bass is black. And I really like the UAD rat and then stereo crap on it for bass. Oh, hello, Ryder. Nice to see you. It looks like you are officially ranked my number 2 commenter, having only commented once, which is the second highest amount of comments. Yeah, so congratulations to my 1 comment subscribers. Thank you for joining me. I am currently just organizing this this mixing session and just making sense of things before I tune vocals and then get to actual like mixing of stuff. I am going to do a little bit of fun effects things, I think, first. So I'm going to, Brett recorded guitars and bass on this tune. It sounds awesome. I do want to have the option of adding a bit of stereo fuzz on the bass for the choruses. So I'm just going to kind of get that set here. I'm going to make it a pre-fade thing, just so it's a bit consistent. So let's just see how it's going to be. Something like that, and then micro shift. Ooh, here to snoop on mixing tips. Heck yeah. Let's see if I've got some good ones for you. The thing about mixing for me, every time I start something new, I just go, do you know what I'm doing? Do I know how to do anything? Have I ever listened to music before? Yeah, before I get into the nitty-gritty of automation lanes, I do find like, okay, here's a hot mixing tip. Yeah, organize crap first. Do like the boring things, like set yourself up with a bunch of tools first. I find that I can go off and like lose focus pretty quickly when I'm doing this stuff. And I do like treating every tune slightly differently. Of course, like you want to have some sort of coherence within one project. But I also hate templates. I think templates are bad. I understand the use for them. I have used them. I don't like using them though. Especially on original music. If it's like a big scoring project or something, I get it. I will copy over settings and stuff between tunes so that like a drum sound is consistent within things. But I just find that like it's such a creative and fun process, And is this fully left? And this is fully right. Okay, I'm going to make those mono. So then I can make them not fully left and not fully right. Yeah, I just find that if I'm working from a template, I will probably make the same decisions in the same order, and then I do the same thing, and then it's not my thing. I like balancing consistency with changing things up enough so that I come up with fresh ideas or think about things in a different way every time. Yeah, but a lot of people would disagree with that, and I think that's fair. I just, yeah, I don't know. I like the things I like to keep the same, or I know the things that I like to keep the same, and I know that there's also a lot of things I like to change. So, one thing I like to keep the same, is muting tom hits. I'm just gonna give myself like a little bit more gain on these. Kaboom. And actually, okay, now I'm gonna organize this. We only have the one snare, so I'm just gonna do, okay, then we have talkback, mono, and stereo rooms, stereo overhead. So I usually group these together and I color it blue because they are blue. This is ambiances. Ambiances. Sometimes I'll automate all of that or just individual things. Here, grouping the toms together. Boom. Toms. Gonna go through and mute those. Kick, snare, knee. Okay, kick, snare, knee, tom, stereo. Okay, great. Then percussion we have here. Good. Get rid of the blank spaces we don't need. I might fly the tambo in and out of places if I want. Yeah. Okay. That's a shaker. There it is. Just do that. Boop. Actually, just do this. They added that into Live 12. I'm glad they did. What a useful feature that Pro Tools added 70 years ago. I do hate Pro Tools, though. For all the inconveniences of Ableton, I do adore mixing in it. And I hope to never mix in Pro Tools again, if I can help it. Doing Beat Detective in Pro Tools is pretty much why I will re-up my monthly subscription of it if I have a big project to work on. Okay. Let's just do some basic treatment of a couple of things. I want to start with something fun. Okay, wait, we had this. I'm going to make a bigger deal of that. I'm going to create a new track. Kaboom. And I'll just copy it over here so I remember it's from that track. And now I have this feedback. I'm going to stereoize that. I don't think I want to use microshift for this. I want to use something that's a bit more... like I find microshift kind of does a thing that the Waves PS22 plugin does, which is panning of specific frequencies. I think microshift is kind of like an in-between point between that plugin and this one. This is quite a bit more... feels like it's less of like a specific frequencies left and right, and more of just it's wider, you know. And there's also a bunch of low end in there that I do not want or need. Yeah, all that. No, thank you. Boom, boom. I was watching somebody mixing Spirit Box this morning, half awake. So I think I learned everything I need to know. Not true. But it was funny to just see bandpass on Guitar Bus of just like kind of around here and then just, you know, another like almost brick wall type thing like here. Not quite a brick wall, but yeah, I'm not going to do that. Not yet. And let's just see. Yeah, I want to take that out. Just be a bit more specific with what I'm allowing through with this. Yeah, I don't need that. We'll do just a little bit. Where's the good stuff? Yeah, I want a bit of that. Yeah. And then let's make that less specific. I think that can be a bit more floaty, and this is. Okay. And what do we have here? Great. Love that. We love it when that happens. Okay. It's still too low. Or too thuddy. Yeah, okay. So let's hear this. One thing I like to do on guitar buses, especially like rhythm guitar, is a little radiator on it. These sound like they're similar tone, but slightly different register. Yeah, I'm gonna want to EQ those individually. I was just wondering if I can do like a bus EQ, but no. Okay. Yeah. You want to make sure that you're not tricking yourself into thinking something sounds better just because it's louder. Yeah, just get a bit more of that kind of high-mid saturation going on. Let's turn this back up. And before was this. Oh, hi, Joel. Sorry, I see. I don't have enough caffeine in my brain. My brain saw 3 comments by Ryder. I missed you entirely. Welcome to being my number 2 fan, Joel. You're tied with Ryder. I don't know what these crowns mean. What does the crown mean? It doesn't matter. Huh. Okay, yeah, so we got this right there. That's right. Got the feedback spaced out. What is this? I'm gonna also try a little fun thing. I'm gonna create a bus for noises. And I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna make sure that I remember that it's from that track. I'm also going to fade that in. I'm gonna pop up the gain quite a bit. Something like this. Okay, I don't think it needs to come in quite that soon. And I'm gonna automate this. I like my own curves. Thank you very much. Love your body, love your noise curves. Yeah, too much too soon. I don't think it needs to be that loud either. I think you can go down to here. Then maybe let's just do where's I need to memorize where Z is. Yeah. And same thing here where I can at least copy this over. Great. Okay, sweet. Kaboom, up. We're going to make sure we label our groups correctly with fun colors. And our lead is this, and he's doing swells in the verses and then a line in the choruses. I'm going to treat that differently. We're going to double this. Link for now. So that's a cut point. When does this end? That's a safe place. That's a safe place. And That's a safe place. And does it go from picking to swells? Nope, picking still. Picking, picking. Solo. Cool, and then back to swells. Here. Lead line again. Lead line out. Okay, yeah, we'll keep that. I'm gonna color this, we're gonna say pink. I don't know if I need that. Okay, and now we do this. Unlink. And then we play a fun little game of pressing 0. So this is going to be, okay, new group, lead. And this will be swell, yeah, swell. And then lines. We'll do this. Boom, 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 boom. Oops, boom. And then we'll just leave that right there. And then we're gonna, yeah, we've unlinked. Great. So swells. So I want a variable stereo image. A variable stereo image with these. And I would rather keep track of it here than within automation lanes. And let's start with this. So yeah, this one is quite a bit less subtle than like that isotope imager. Literally, yeah, because you're choosing like, you know, okay, this frequency is panned to the left, and then we sort of go to the center and we go here. So it can be very, it can feel like you're just hard panning something, but it's like, no, the fundamental is in your left ear, and then the, you know, middle harmonics are to your right or whatever. It's also quite useful for feeding that into microshift or into like a saturation of some sort that then can, you know, enhance the stereo image by saturating different parts of the one, you know, monophonic sound differently in each ear, which is pretty fun. Now I do want to know what am I doing? Pro R sounds like on here a little bit too. I might also compress it a bit and bring it up. Cool. Let's keep that there for now, and then this is the line. I think this is where I'll do microshift, and I do want to also saturate this. I've been using a lot of Little Radiator because it sounds really good. I'm also going to do that here. And I find I do this on Brett specifically. I find I like what it does to his dirty sounds. Just lets them, yeah, sit slightly more clearly in the mix. And then I don't want this much like kind of chorusing there. Microshift into Little Radiator so that there's bit more variance in pitch going into the saturation. I'm also going to put decapitator in there, just for you know, what's gonna, you know, I don't know what's gonna happen. Too much. And actually, I'll just focus on like, yeah, barely there kind of thing, but. Cool. All right, and we have the fuzz base going the whole time. I'll keep that. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to, like, right now automate that for the choruses only. Great. Stop scrolling. I have it on auto scroll for creating capital C content, and but I actually kind of hate auto scroll. All right, and then hey, we can fade it in there. That was what, negative 13.4. My favorite number, negative 13.4. Okay. Do the S curve. But those silences I want pretty tight. Actually, good time to do that between all of these. Now, did I cut anything with, yeah, I did there. That's fine. Didn't really have anything going into it there. Figured that out earlier. And then, that's what was happening there. Yep. Here to there-ish. Yeah. Then let's just choose from here. Like that. Great. And for anyone watching who's like, is he crossfading? Auto fades, baby. But yes, then sometimes I do also make those longer. Yeah. Okay. All that silence we don't need. What is this? Noise again. Already, it's the same as the other noise. I can just copy pasta. Cool. Okay. Also, for anyone wondering how I'm zooming in and out so fast, I've got it mapped to this, and then delete is middle mouse button. That way your left hand never has to leave where it's at the left side of the keyboard, which makes you so much faster than if you don't do that. Then your left hand, you have to look down, you have to do this. Now, I do have to look down to press the Z key. That's on me because I'm trying to put that into my muscle memory. But I know that, okay, my left pinky finger has it there, right? So, like, I can learn. Okay, we don't need this height thing. Do I want to treat drums? Well, Joel's here. So kinda. Like copy and paste this first kick. How are we starting from 0? But then the bounce did was this me? No, it just bounced from 1. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. We'll decide if that's fine later. Hi, Alex. Thanks for joining. I'm still doing some very basic, just affecting a little bit of guitars. I think I've got the electric guitars like slightly more comfy. I am also going to EQ them though, which I should do now. I've just been dealing with like tone and gain and stuff, but Okay. Now, the tough part to balance with these guitars is going to be keeping the chug and the meat and the gravy, but also taming that low end a bit. So, using 2 EQs at the same time. Why would he do that? Well, one is quite a bit more precise than the other. This one's more flavorful. It has more pasta sauce in it. It has more garlic. This one has less garlic, but you can see exactly, you know, how much garlic was actually put in. And this one is like, how do you like to flavor your garlic? You know. If that makes sense. Yeah. Hey, same. Yeah, I'm in the, you know, in the fun, like, early stages of things. Yeah, this is what I'm doing, talking and doing this. Yeah, I think this is gonna turn out great, though. The easy thing is that the recording is good, you know? I might actually make this 24. Okay, and then, yeah, A-B it. Cool. Maybe a bit too much of this high end. I might actually make that slightly more broad. What if I turn down 20? It's cool because you can see the actual effect of the Pultec in Pro Q. So if I'm attenuating 20 kilohertz here, you can see how it's not it's not very precise, but that's why it sounds good. That's why it's just a bit more musical to use than Pro Q3, but then Pro Q3 is, you know, accurate. Enhance a bit of that. And then also, really good thing to do, what if the order sounds, like, a different order sounds better? No, it sure doesn't. But, you know, always good to try. Okay. And then I want to hear these with the bass. Cool. Now, I do like that I've targeted the pick attack with microshift successfully. The looseness of that delay is bothering me. Yeah, there we go. Now it's less like a fuzzed out pick attack is, you know, 5 milliseconds late, 10 milliseconds late, and more that it's just, oh, it's like a wider pick attack. Yeah. Now the other thing from this is I don't need the low end from the fuzz. It's nice that we have low end in the fuzz, but we've got low end from the dry signal. I just need the fuzz from the fuzz. So I am going to attenuate that a bit. Too much. Cool, okay. Let's hear that with these. So I'm always like, oh, I like the low end through the rat, but let's say we're not using it for the low end. If I want more low end, I can turn this up. And okay. I'm not sure if he tracked through an amp or not, or an amp simp or anything. So I am just gonna amp sim. I am just gonna see what this sounds like. Without the fuzz, please. Yeah, okay, cool. And then we're gonna level this out. Level it out. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, maybe I want to actually kick in that ultra high on the choruses only. Don't want it that compressed. I'm gonna keep it on the whole time for now. Okay, great. We got that. Lovely. I'm gonna do the exciting thing of muting the toms next, I think. Awesome. Okay. So now we listen through for tom hits. We do that. What is this? Cool. Uh-huh. Yep. Mm-hmm. Cool. Boom. Boom. Looks like the next one's over there. I'd just like to check though. Boom. Was that a rack? Nope. Kaboom. Boom. Mm-hmm. Floor tom starts there. So I'm just going to pan these now. Kind of 36-20 something. Floor tom definitely hits at the end there. It'll be dead by there. Yeah. Okay. Tiny frickin' Coffee. Okay. Okay. Just check texts. Kaboom, boom, boom. Nice. Dun, dun, dun. Mm-hmm. Okay, Tom's done-ish. Not really. Do we deal with dynamics yet? No, just cleaning things up. I'm gonna EQ and compress drums after I deal with the lead vocal. Okay, let's deal with the stereo image of the acoustics. Thinking of doing like an acoustic guitar wide low cut, but I think I'm gonna keep that a bit more low end for the finger picking part. So let's deal with that. Actually, let's keep that up. Right over here. Maybe how small is mini? I don't like that the proportions changed actually with mini. I'm gonna keep it like this. Poltec Teo de frickin' la. Okay. Let's see about no, it's at hundo. Doesn't, yeah, I don't need to dip. Very sparkly, very quickly. So just like try 8. Then here. Just to attenuate some of that thump down there. Okay, and I'm just going to copy that over to the other one, the chorus. See how this feels now. Better. And there's still some of that low end thump in there, but it's just not as much. I can attenuate that a bit more later, but I feel better about attenuating that through the acoustic guitar bus. I say bus, but Ableton, it's a group, but whatever, same thing. Yeah, because I think that that's nice here to have that. Okay, I am going to give myself more headroom at the big group there. Boop, and then turn those down. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, so this does get into some strummy. Okay. I haven't compressed it yet either. That's okay. Now this I'm definitely going to... Whoop. Bit. Ooh, oh boy. It's gonna be more of a texture. Okay, so we have 414 and some 7B. I'm gonna play with the balance of these. Keep this middle. Okay. Around there, I think. Okay. Let's add these in. Cool. Now it's not adding to the low end of the rhythm strumming acoustics. Boom. I have 90 more minutes. What can I do in 90 minutes? I can make myself more coffee, and I can tune the lead vocal. I think I can do that. Yep. So I'm gonna set up Melodyne to do this. This was the comp, and we're gonna do it on all. There's no tempo changes or anything. Do I need these? Show take lines. Nope. Goodbye. Great. Melodyne. Over here. Transfer. Melodyne. Transfer. Melodyne. Transfer. Melodyne. It's going to be we're going to try pressing transfer this time. And then when I use Melodyne here, it's going to be, we're actually going to use a unique thing about Melodyne, which is the transfer button. Okay. So sit here and listen to this unmixed song, whose master volume I'm going to lower, while I make myself more coffee. I'll be right back. Oh, you know what? Even with headphones off, I'm just gonna make sure it doesn't. The things are going catastrophically wrong with levels. I'm gonna turn that down. Sure. Light background unmixed.
the baggage off my hands. This pretending isn't easy when you're down. Gotta put it down. 'Cause on the outside, everything's okay, but on the inside, it's a hurricane. It's driving me insane, but I'll keep smiling the pain away. 'Cause no one wants to be
Look at my Deep Rock Galactic mug. I love it. I'm gonna go pee. Hey, look, just in time. Look at that bladder. Ooh, that's a good question to come back to. Usually I would say it is one a day, but lately, two. Especially on a mixing day, it can get up there. Then I will have some sort of sugary snack here, producer fuel, mixing fuel, either real fruit gummies or some other thing that's going to allow me to keep my vegan superpowers. Yeah, I just need something to munch on usually when I'm doing this, but I'm not doing it for super long today. I have kind of a hard limit. A hard limit there, guys. Oh, gosh. Yeah, okay, what was I doing? Tuning the lead vocal. Of course I was. I'm going to put on Alex's previous lead vocal chain as a starting point, because we had it somewhere, I'm sure. Somewhere. Oh, yeah, I love that I've over here in my collections, once I finish zooming in, you can see that I've organized it really well. Because I have chains as red and then chains as yellow. So that's nice. Alexx lead vox. Let's do that. Kaboom, boom, 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 boom. It does have a lot of crap in it. Look at all that crap. Oh, boy. That's a lot of crap. I guess I did change my settings to auto open stuff. Hey, all right. We're just going to, don't worry about any of this. I'm going to go through and make sure that I like all those things, but let's just keep it at like at a good starting point here. Okay. Too late to play with clip gain. We already put it into Melodyne. I can do it in here if I want. Yeah. Raptor pro tip for anyone who's new to dealing with lead vocals and Melodyne stuff. Make sure Melodyne's before your effects, unless you're doing something real fun and you want to pitch shift your reverb, which is legitimately very fun to do. But yeah. Generally, you want it before. And also, I've been told that like Studio One, another DAW, just has Melodyne really well incorporated into things. Like you don't need to do this whole transfer business that I just did. It just can do that kind of quickly and for you, and it's integrated into the tracks and stuff. That's cool, but the problem with Studio One is it's not Ableton. So there you go.
Ever feel out of place?
All right. We're going to keep things pretty natural.
Ever feel out of place?
Yeah. Alexx's pitch is good already. I don't need to do like huge corrections or anything. Generally just going for like clarity. Wow, groundbreaking. You're going for clarity. Balancing, yeah, the accuracy of pitch with keeping some of the like as much of the cool vocal things that she does in there as I can. Vibrato and such. These nice drifts up and from notes.
Like knowing nothing's wrong, but something doesn't feel but something does. It's wrong, but something doesn't feel right.
Important to know too, we're seeing the average pitch over time, right, with the placement of the actual note in Melodyne. So sometimes it can feel fine to just be like, oh yeah, well I'll make this 0, but okay, now you've taken like, it's doing its best to place this where it thinks it is, right? But I think it's better to split parts of it up. And even there, I'm like, maybe kind of over there kind of situation. And also going a little bit above the note is good.
Feel right.
Yeah, okay.
Try to keep it. Do you ever feel out of place? No, but you try to keep a happy face.
I'm gonna mute background vocals for now.
Try to keep a happy face.
That's good.
Face. But you try to keep a happy face.
Nice.
Hide behind a mask so they don't.
Okay. Just gonna straighten this one out just a little bit. Kaboom, boom. Huh?
So they hide behind a mask so they don't see.
Yeah. And the notes like this will split up like that. So I'm using a trackpad with my left hand. It's quite a bit better than I find with the zoom tools within Melodyne. Without it, it's just also, that's what I'm used to. That's the main thing. I'm sure that the tools within Melodyne of zooming in and such would be fine without a trackpad, but I do like the tactile control of it, and yeah.
Don't see you.
That's That's a C.
Don't see you falling up.
Do. Okay.
Don't see you falling apart.
You. Huh. Take the middle of it. Yep. Boom.
You falling apart. Falling apart.
I like the little creeping sharp there. That's good. But that's also the sort of thing where, you know, if I get the note back of doesn't sound tuned enough, then it's like easy to know, like, okay, then I'll take those little moments like this where I like the humanity there. Maybe that's something where, like, you know, well, actually the way she's hearing it, she wants that note strictly there, which is totally fair. But I will opt for less, at least just with this particular artist and this style of music. For other people, I will opt for more and then lessen it later. Yeah. How often do you live stream like this? I remember when you're just kind of listening, but I'll have to catch you. Oh yeah. You know, I used to do it super regularly during lockdown times, and I'm trying to get back into it because I find that even if there's just like literally, sometimes even if no one's watching, but like even if I have like today, you know, just a handful of people, it really helps me stay focused because otherwise I find that I can, you know, get distracted or go on my phone or whatever, you know, lose motivation or something. I just, it's a fun way of just keeping myself on task because I just know that, okay, if I am screwing around, then I'm projecting to the world that I'm just screwing around. Yeah, but I want to do it like a couple times a week. Hopefully I can get into the rhythm of that. Yeah, I will announce it when I do. You are now tied for my #1 commenter, so look at that. I hope you have a great day at work, and thank you for tuning in. Yeah, exactly. Accountability. It's like, you know, imagine 5 people staring at me while I'm working. Keeps me focused. Or it could even be somebody in the future watching it. So if nobody's watching, then I'm like, okay, well, what if somebody's bored and checks this out or something? Still very valuable for that. Yeah. Boom.
Everything's up.
That's a C.
Everything. Everything.
Yeah, okay.
Things up. Everything's okay. Okay. But on the
We'll do this. Drifts sharp in the middle of that note, and I want that to be super solid.
okay. But on the behind.
Okay, we're over here.
'Cause on the outside, everything's okay. But on the inside.
Nice. And something like this, it's like, you don't even really have to tune this, but like, what tuning will add to this is just slightly more clarity of the intended notes, but like she's right on it, like something like this. So this is actually a really good example. This note doesn't need to be tuned, but if I were to do anything to it, I would probably do this, kaboom. The average pitch there was like on it, but like no one sings perfectly accurate just on the line the whole time, right? And this just gets it slightly closer.
On the inside.
Now that can definitely have the effect of then sounding fake if you do that too much or too great of an extent. And that one's just sharp. That's easy to correct. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm thinking about when I'm doing this. Yeah, there, boom. I am also just going to stand. So I'm not sitting all day. My body really doesn't like when I sit all day. Yeah, Holly, I got your text, and yeah, no. I to your text, one person who texted me, I have that same fear when I listen to streamers. You know, there's a lot of fear that should be involved in watching streamers, I think. Fear for your own morality. I mean, you know, not all the time, but like also sometimes. I think a lot of them are just bad. You know, like kind of comes with the territory. It seems, but yeah. Anyway, kaboom. But. Squid up. Beep. Nice. I like that vibrato. I wonder if she'll want me to lessen that, but keep it for now. Nice little flip up there. That's good. Let's just bring this. Nah. That doesn't need anything. I think this is good. Right here. But let's just see what happens. And then do this. Yeah, that's great. Well, I mean, there's a reason your music sounds good. So, you know, make more of it when you want to. And don't if you don't, you know? But you totally should if you want to. I'm a sodium light believer.
Keep smiling the pain.
You're welcome. Okay, sweet. Actually, Alex, this works great because then I can actually just ask you. Okay, kaboom. And also, Alex, feel free if you're hearing anything, just like text me too, if there's like anything more detailed. But also, or just comment, you know, whatever. Yeah.
Pain away.
Nice. Same thing here. I think I like this vibrato, but I am just going to straighten out the notes slightly. Alex, I don't know if you've ever seen your vocals being tuned like in real time before, but your pitch is good, by the way. I know sometimes vocalists will see me doing this sort of thing. They're like, "Oh God, yeah." So it's like, no, this is like, I'm kind of straightening things out in a lot of ways that are not necessary, but are just to taste. So, yeah. Hell yeah, that's great to hear. Okay, so we'll go. I think that's, yeah, here. Wow, I guessed where that was. The tune right away. Look at that.
Wants to be a storm on a sunny day.
Yeah, totally. It's, yeah, and then like when you look under the microscope like this, I mean, you just, I mean, honestly, okay, funny thing about me, and I know I sing very different music than you. Obviously, I have a very different voice. One of the things that helped me improve as a singer was tuning my own vocals. Because I got to see like, oh, when I do this, I can see what happens instead of having to rely on like, I mean, you can also just record yourself and stuff too, but I find it really useful to see like, oh, if I'm running out of breath or I'm flipping to head voice or I'm doing this, I'm pushing here, I'm saying this kind of a vowel sound, I can see like what I'm doing, or like, oh, that take felt good. What did it look like? Oh, it felt good, but my pitch was flat. This one didn't feel as good, but my pitch was perfect. Yeah, so useful. I kind of I wish like a thing that was standard in like McEwen or something is teaching vocalists how to tune their own vocals, like just for a semester, not a semester, but like just like a couple weeks or something, just to have some idea of it. Because then it's just I find it, yeah, a very useful tool for this instrument that it can be so frustrating for people because it's part of your body and a part of your body that is so variable. You can be feeling dehydrated that day, or you're sniffly or allergies or whatever. It all affects it. Lack of sleep, God, like lack of sleep affects your guitar playing only if you've had like severe lack of sleep, but like a few hours difference for a vocalist can be a huge difference. Kaboom. Now this one's a bit too much. I'm gonna undo this. So whoops, cancel. Restore pitch centers, and then I'm just going to do like okay, this one, cancel. You return to original pitch, and then these, whoops. Gonna do that and then that. I think that's okay to drift up a bit. Yeah. Oh. Come on in. I got a delivery. Well, look at that. Yeah, talked to Rhonda, and yeah, I think it's a great thing. Speaking as an ignorant guitar major, also I'm gonna keep one ear off in case I have to go to the door for delivery here. I think they're just going to drop it at the door, but this is here. Yeah, nice. And then we're over here. Okay. Now here a decision I can make is how, like, do I want to change the speed at which she arrives at the target pitch? I don't think so, but that is something that I could play around with. This little flippy vibrato is going to be nice, but we're just going to see what that feels like if I snap it in a little bit more, and then we'll just define the difference between these slightly more and differentiate the different sections. I think that was it being dropped at my door. I think I'm good. No, I'm not. I'll be right back. 1 second. Thank you. You too. Okay. Unboxing video. I know what it is. No, I'm not going to get distracted, and I don't need to do an unboxing video. It is just a new computer keyboard, because I've gone through a fair share of computer keyboards, and this is just a newer version of my first one that I used from like 2015 to 19, and then I had a gaming one that I used in 2020 to 2023. Why do I remember this? I guess I measure my life in what keyboard I'm using. Anyway, just got a new one because this one's so clacky and unstable, and this one has linear, low profile yellow switches because that will make me happy. It will make me happy. That's why I got it. Oh yeah, that's I've seen that at karaoke too, Alex. And that also reminds me a little bit of like the way that Rock Band would do it, like the video game Rock Band. And also the video game Trombone Hero, which is like Rock Band for trombone. And it's one of the greatest things that human beings have made. But yeah, just having some way. I mean, like maybe that doesn't work for everybody, but I know that one of the best things about guitar is that it has frets. You know, we've got auto-tune built into it, so it's nice to just have something that feels a bit more tangible than like, I feel like your pitch was this. It could have just been your tone. Awful. Sometimes that kind of feedback is helpful, but then other times it's not. Wait a second. There was something that I was going to do back here, and then I got distracted, right?
Wanna run away. I wanna run.
Okay, yeah, I don't like this.
I wanna run away.
And then what was the original pitch here? Okay, yeah, that's fine. What was the original pitch there? I feel like I'm hearing a little bit of a... Yeah. I'm going to keep that where it goes flat there. Just to avoid it totally sounding tuned.
Somewhere my emotions, where my emotions.
Yeah, and then here I am going to try... Kaboom, boom. Whoops. Something like that.
Where my emotions.
There we go.
Emotions.
And I like the shakiness in
Emotions won't.
motions. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That identifies the sibilants for me now, which is nice.
Follow me.
God, I love coffee. Hot bean liquid.
Me out.
Sorry.
Me out.
Yeah, you can reduce what you would call the pitch modulation there, but I like to do it manually sometimes.
Me out.
I don't think it really needs that much. I'm just curious to hear it slightly attenuated.
Me out. Get the bed.
Okay, I might come back to that. A text, which I will answer. Boom. Okay. On est frickin' où?
Get the baggage.
On est ici.
Get the baggage.
Might see if I like this note arriving on pitch slightly earlier.
Get the baggage.
Yeah, I do.
Get the baggage off my.
I like the scoop down, but I might just reduce that slightly.
Get the bag. Get the baggage off.
Yeah, nice. And then that's going to be super solid there. This is all good.
Off my hands. Cause pretending it. Cause pretending.
Nice. time do I have? 1 hour. Look at that. Got 1 whole hour. Kaboom. Please. Please. Great.
Dang it.
Do that. Nice.
Tending isn't easy when they're weighing you. Isn't easy when they're weighing you.
Yeah, I like the little scoop there. Okay.
You down.
Nice.
You down.
Let's hear.
Down.
Yeah. Oh, right. Then the backup vocal thing. So I'm just gonna cut that breath.
You down. 'Cause on the outside. 'Cause on the
Cool. Back to a chorus. Whew. Water. Water. Got it. Oh yeah, that's the caffeine.
on the out.
My favorite psychoactive drug. Okay. Boom. Boom.
On the outs. On the outside. On the outside.
This is a really good example of a note that is like completely fine,
On the outside.
but like with the clarity of tuning,
On the outside.
and you get that, okay, exactly a semitone. But if you hear that live, like being a tiny bit sharp like that, nobody in the right mind is going to think like, oh, pitchy, like, you know, like it doesn't matter. But you know,
Outside.
when everything's under a microscope in a recording, it can be nice to adjust that sort of thing. To just, you know, just be fully as intended. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Incroyable.
Everything's
Yeah.
everything's okay. Oh, okay.
Yep. Baboo. Ratut. Rodon. Fudu.
But on the inside,
Cool.
inside,
This is cool to see, like, when you do this flip, that pitch-wise what's actually happening is, yeah, you go up to the point where you then do the flip, and in the process of doing the flip, pitch goes down, and then up higher. Wacky. But just hearing that, like, yeah, okay, maybe, like, now I know that that's what's happening, but to actually see it, really cool, really useful. Okay, and then tiny bit sharpen the end of that note. Kaboom. And then, yeah, kaboom.
It's a hurricane, hurricane.
Yeah, no, totally. Like, I mean, yeah, that it sounds great. But it's just like having just listened to that, I wouldn't have thought to go, oh, you get to this middle point and then it goes down and then it goes up. It's just like, oh, yeah, I guess that is actually what's happening. It's not really how I think of that moment, but yeah, it is really nice. I really like it. Yeah, those sorts of details in this tune add to the like yeah, the intimacy of the song as a whole, right? As opposed to like uh like the aggression and like I don't know, like I think of like Mosaic's chorus of having that like oomph to it. This allows you to still have yeah, it's still like like power in the performance, but just a different mode or mood, I guess.
Insane, but I'll keep smiling, smiling,
I like this little sharpness that happens. I think that's cool.
smiling, the pain,
But then I just want to make sure this arrives.
smiling, the pain, the pain,
Then a little bit sharp toward the end of that note. And then we'll just cut that there. Boom, boom.
pain, no way. No way.
Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm.
No one wants, 'cause no one wants.
Do I tune the lead up?
No one wants to, 'cause no one wants to be.
Or not?
'Cause on the out, 'cause no one wants to be.
I think not.
To be.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Be a storm. Storm on a sunny day.
Little crack there. We'll keep that for now. And I'm just going to note where that is in the session in case that's something we want to take a look at.
On a sunny day.
Looks like this is the second last part. Oh, it's right here, I think.
Sunny warm on a sunny.
I don't think that's going to be noticeable in the mix, to be honest.
On a sunny.
Little vocal crack there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All good, Alex. I mean, that happens. And again, the fact that we didn't notice it before means, I think, that that's not going to be really noticeable in the mix, but I'm sure that we have something else too if we do think it's an issue. Yeah, I think so. I'll take a look at that after I'm done treating it kind of generally here. But yeah, at least now I know where it is. I'm also going to save. Oh, I need more water. Okay. Boom. Okay.
Day. On the outside,
Okay, so we're over here.
'cause on the outside, on the out, 'cause on the outside, on the outside,
Here I might use the pitch modulation tool just a little bit. Whoops, not that much though.
outside, side, 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 on the outside.
What have I done volume automation wise? Oh, just the ending. So let's just bump this up.
'Cause on the outside,
Nice, okay.
everything's so everything's okay. Everything's okay.
Let's just hear that going into it.
Outside, everything's okay.
Nice. Okay. $314. Nice.
Things okay, but on the inside, okay, but on the inside, but on the inside, but on the inside, the
Whoops.
inside, side, side. I'm in the eye of the hurricane. I'm in the eye of the hurricane.
I like the lead up to this last note.
The eye of the hurricane. The hurricane.
I'm just going to even that out just a little bit. Oops. Okay, just going to listen to this whole section.
'Cause on the outside, everything's okay, but on the inside, I'm in the eye of the hurricane.
Cool. All right.
'Cause on the outside,
So I'm going to go from there.
on the out,
Hello. Okay, there we go.
it's on the outside, it's on the outside,
gonna be a bit pickier about that because of how big this moment is. Like there, and then you here.
Side.
Mm-hmm. 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 For people watching, to anybody who's just joining, this is the beginning of me mixing this new tune by Alexx Reyes, and just kind of doing the editing grunt work on things. Currently finishing tuning the lead vocal. I have 42 minutes left until I have to go. But yeah, I think I'm going to be focusing on this, and then I'm going to probably start treating the drums a little bit after this. I think everything else has been kind of just like generally treated. Oh, I'm probably going to spend the rest of the time treating and tuning the background vocals. I think that's actually what I should do first.
It's okay.
Okay,
'Cause on the outside,
last chorus.
everything's okay. Everything's okay.
Yeah, I like the little creep up in pitch here.
Everything's okay.
Nice vibrato there. This is great, but I am just going to, yeah. It's kind of like this part like arrived at the pitch solidly, but I'm just going to change it so that it arrives at the pitch solidly just like a hair sooner. There we go, nice. And then even out the pitch here. Keep the original.
The on the inside.
Cool. Boop, 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 boop. Let's go boop. Beep. Bop. Beep. Body. Boop. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Side.
Do I like it going? I think I like it. Just that little bit sharp at the beginning of the note is kind of cool. Might reduce that just a little bit. Yeah.
It's a hurricane. Hurricane. It's a hurricane.
The original pitch was closer to F sharp, right? Yeah. Let's just keep it in key.
It's a hurricane.
You know, it's just, it's like basically a breath, ghost note-ish type thing, but still.
It's driving me insane.
Nope. Okay, wait, so just to check. I know it's supposed to be this note. I just want to see. Okay, yeah. Just wanted to know if I'm making it, like what direction I'm correcting it in. Okay. Boop. Ain. original pitch.
pain,
Okay. I keep that slightly sharp at the end.
pain, no, pain, no,
That's better, yeah.
no.
Mm-hmm. 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 Whoops. Boom.
Hey, 'cause
Mm.
hey, 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 'cause no one wants to be. No one wants to be a star. Wants to be a star.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Storm on the sun. The sun. Storm on
Semitone too high.
on a sunny day. On a sunny.
Now here, let's do that, and then this.
On a sun.
Oops. There we go.
I'm on a sunny. Day.
Okay.
Storm on a sunny day.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
Oops. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Nice.
Storm on a sunny day. Storm on a sunny day. Storm on a sunny day.
Even this out. Sharpen the beginning.
Sunny day.
No, I like the slightly lazier
Day.
arrival at the pitch center there. I think I'm just gonna keep that. Ooh, that doesn't need to go up that high. There we go.
Day. Sunny day.
But I'm just gonna smooth out that transition and this one.
Sunny day.
That one too for good measure.
On a sunny day. On a sunny.
This is all good, actually. I think that's fine. Yeah, yeah, that slow fall off of pitch there is great. 'Cause that's super solid. I will just double check that and that though. Yeah, let's stay slightly higher. And then kind of fade into that. Nice. Like 7 octaves lower than that. Okay. Boop. Okay. I think that's a good point to be at with this. Okay, not going to worry about balancing it today. 30 minutes left. I can tune these background vocals in that time. As my Gen Z students say, I have to lock in. Huh? Okay. It's fit. Oh yeah, I turned off. Nah. Now, background vocals, I will often tune pretty like harshly relative to the lead vocal. Because they're a background element, you can get away with more of that, and I find that they serve the arrangement better when they're like slightly more precise than a human. Even in genres where you want the humanity in it. I mean, it's all context dependent, but even just as a starting point. Also, I didn't... Yeah, okay, good. No processing on these yet. Now I am just going to... And then... Nice. Nice. Pardon me. I love that scam text messages are just like a random number saying, like, "Hi, do you have time to text?" Not right now, sorry. I'm setting boundaries. I don't have time to text strangers. Okay. Whoop. Is it just that? Yep, on that track it is just that. Okay, let's go back to this one.
It's driving me insane. It's driving me insane.
Bleed.
Driving
cut that after I freeze it. That's from having 3 headphones all pretty loud in the room. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
It's driving me
Whoops.
insane.
Yeah, maybe we'll just see if I can turn that right now. No. Nope, Melodyne is not the place to do that. That's fine. Okay, let's just tune everything on this track.
Get the baggage off my hand.
Okay, sounds like we've got a little bit of bleed there.
Get the baggage off my.
Not too concerned. I can always remove that as a harmonic later. I don't want to do that right now.
My hand. My hands.
Cool.
Driving me insane. Me. Driving me insane.
Starting point is sharp. Boop, boop, boop. Yep, and then next is this.
Driving me insane.
Right. Variation. Drifting flat at the end. This one also drifts down to a lesser extent. It's like vocal tuning ASMR. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I'm whispering because I'm in a library. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. There we go. Okay. Oops.
Driving me insane. Driving me insane.
Yeah.
Me insane.
Oh no, not all of them. Just this one. That could be better, yeah. Uh-huh.
Sunny day. Ooh.
Might have to do this with the lead vocal, but I'm just going to separate it for now. And then, there we go. Boom, boom, there, this. Whoops. Can I separate that? No. I'll opt for this distinction then. Yeah. There we go. Still have some pitch variance, but it's just a tiny bit more accurate. Cool. Okay. That one's done-ish. Let's see if we can finish-ish this next one. Oh. Okay. Standing desk. Bless you. I want to sit down. Okay.
Driving me insane. Driving me insane. Driving me insane.
Nice.
The page of my
Pardon me. Look, I make lots of weird throat sounds. Sorry about that. Acid reflux. There's only so much I can do to stop it. All right. Got this. Got that.
my hands.
Let's make that a little bit flatter than it is. Bring it up.
My hands. My hands.
I actually like that little.
My hands.
The of high is sharp and it sounds better sharp. At least I think so. Okay.
Gotta put it down.
Nice. Ooh, look at that frickin' run there, bud.
Gotta put it. Gotta put it down.
Nice. Okay. I think these are all
Put it down.
good. Yeah. Here's the next one. Okay. Okay. Leave that scoop in there. Ooh. Move the split point over there. Yeah.
Driving me insane.
A little bit of that headphone bleed in this one too. It's okay. I think we really had it blasted for this section. but that's fine.
be insane.
Okay. Over here. 344. I might just, well, no, I think I can like then kind of treat these a little bit and then go after kaboop, shaboop, boop, boop,
It's driving me insane.
Yep. Dishwasher's done. Hooray.
Insane. Insane.
I want it to arrive right there. And then I'm just going to reduce that and increase
Insane.
that. And then over here, boop, boop, boop.
Sunny day.
Okay.
Sunny day.
And then there's just this one over here. Mm. Oops. Okay. I'm going to grab the okay, I have the BG group. Do I have anything for BG individual chat? There we go. Drag that to all these. I am going to see what the group effect is, though. Soothe. Just on that. Okay, good. And we're just boosting 10 and cutting 30 and de-essing and a little bit of saturation. Okay, cool. And I'm just going to grab the individual ones. Yeah. Click and frickin' drag. Boom, boom. Please stop opening those windows. Multiply auto open. Please don't. Kaboom. Huh? I didn't do tuning on this one. Crepe.
Storm on a sunny day.
Okay, I do have to tune that one too then. Capture that right now.
Storm on a sunny day.
And tune it right now.
Storm on.
Drifting flat there, and then there's the transition point. So do this there. Drifts sharp, that could be fine, but it's background vocal. I want it slightly more precise than that. Do this. Boom.
On a sunny.
Sharp, just a little bit. I don't want to tune the ends of it like that. Yeah, I think that's what I want.
Storm on a. Storm on a sunny day.
Yeah, sunny day is really nice. Okay, I think that's good. Keep dragging. I was in red chains. Individual track. And great. Okay, so what do these sound like?
Storm on a sun.
Hitting that way too hard.
Storm on a sunny.
Oh, also, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna reduce the level of these.
Storm on a sunny day.
Now that saturation makes more sense. I just needed the headroom for it.
Storm on a sunny day.
Whoops. Da-boo-boo-boo. There we go.
Storm on a sunny day. Storm on a sunny day.
This is going to be the... Oh no, that's not the verby one we want.
Gotta put it down.
Right. It's like a response and filling in that gap after the first chorus. The verby one, okay, we're also going to organize these in a way that makes any kind of sense.
Get the baggage off my head. Gotta put it down.
Might even put reverb on this bus and just automate the wet dry for this particular instance. Let's do that now. So I think historically I've been using some of the vocal, like small wooden room and that sort of thing.
Gotta put it down.
Because like that's way too much, obviously. Let's just do this. Okay. Like vocal chamber or let's do small and bright chamber.
Gotta put it down.
That could be cool.
Gotta put it down.
Might even need a bit more than that.
Gotta put it down.
In fact, I'm also just going to add whoops. Boom. Oh, convolution reverb is being weird. That makes sense. It doesn't like you doing that. If I will put that there. Yeah, it won't let me put echo before it. So I have to put it after it, and then I have to drag convolution reverb to after that. Lovely. Okay. Boom, boom. Sometimes the max for live gets weird. That's just the price that you pay for having it. Show it in a new lane, and then let's just see this in a new lane. Great, and then we'll do like a similar thing. Yeah. S-curve off though, because I might have more of this. Let's do something like pretty tight, and then this, no filter on it, a very narrow ping pong, and I'll keep the reverb off of that for now. Too much, but let's just... Yeah, there we go, getting closer. Yeah. Good starting point for that. And now, what else? Okay, so I've got the effects on here. 7 minutes to go.
Happy face.
deal with levels next time, which is probably tomorrow.
Keep a happy face.
And, you know, reverb and all that sort of stuff for the regularly treated vocals. And drums. So those are the things I gotta do next time. And percussion, yeah. But at least I think I have a way better kind of starting point for like actually balancing things now. Now that I've treated most things. Sometimes on the background vocal bus, I will also put a little bit of little radiators that are already on there. It is not. Oh, right, because I was trying to use this instead of little radiator, which I do also like. So maybe I will keep that on there for now. What did I have here? Yeah, nothing there. Good, 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 good. Okay. Yeah, I think this is a good place for me to stop. Yeah. Thank you for watching. If you watched, past, present, or future. I'll probably just do this again tomorrow. I think at 1 p.m. Mountain Time is my goal, but we'll see. And I'll probably go for a little bit longer, energy depending and other things depending. But yeah, have a great day to all, and to all a great day. I'm also gonna have to figure out how to stop this, you know. So I'm not gonna stop right away. But I will eventually. I'm going to stop from OBS. That's what I'll do. And you'll get a little black screen.